morning, everybody. Obviously very pleased to announce the extension of Joe Pavelski, which 5-year extension, which including his that we have from his prior contract, has him under contract for us for 6 years. And fire away on any questions you might have.
Hey, Doug, it's Kevin Kurz from Comcast Sportsnet. How important was it to get this done before the season?
Well, I think it was really important. I mean, he's one of our core players. The way he plays, to me, it was just an important contract to get done. Certainly on the heels of Logan's contract. Also, he fits certainly for now and the future. The way he plays the game, obviously, another Olympic year coming up, and we expect him to be a very important member of that. But he stepped up, and the approach we take in doing contracts, he certainly embraced that as he has in the past, and we really appreciate him doing that again.
Doug, it's Dan Rosen with NHL.com. Where do you think Joe goes from here? He's been in the league now. He's almost halfway to 1,000 games. He's put up a lot of points. Where does he get better, or do you just look for more consistency of the same?
Well, I mean, obviously he's played 7 years in this league. He is just, he's a hockey player. I mean, we use him on the point in the power play. We can use him on the first line. We use him in key face-offs, blocking shots. He won a national championship in college for a reason. He's just, he's a winner. And, he's a great role model for many of our other players that are homegrown, that the way he plays the game, it's not about stats, even though his stats are very, very impressive. It's about what you can do to make a difference to win a game. And that's the way he's wired, the way we want to play, and being a great teammate. And I think he's only going to get better, but he's been pretty good already, both regular season and playoffs and Olympics.
Again, a follow-up, Doug, it's not just Joe that was entering the final year of a contract. You've also got Joe Thornton, Patrick Marleau, Dan Boyle, a lot of guys who have been your core over the past several seasons. Are you looking at similar, extension possibilities for these guys, or are you going to more let it, or is Joe very important to get done now, and the others maybe, remain to be seen?
Well, I mean, Joe is 29. The other players are a different age and have gone through that phase. So, we don't talk about negotiations publicly. Have I had discussions with the other three? Yes. And do I expect to have discussions going forward? The answer is yes. But Joe is 29, just coming into his prime, and for him to give up 5 years of unrestricted free agency and give us this type of contract, very important. And the other three players have done that in the past also when they were at that age. And we try to make this be a place that players want to play and want to stay and be part of. And very fortunate to have players commit and continue to do that.
Doug, this is Steve Warner from the Canadian Press. We always talk about Patrick Marleau and Joe Thornton as part of the team, but do you see Joe Pavelski as a guy who can be a player you build a franchise, build a team around?
Absolutely. We're the sum of all our parts. And when you start looking at players like Logan Couture, Joe Pavelski, Marc-Edouard Vlasic, Brent Burns, Antti Niemi, just to name a few, we've got, and the beauty of our team is what we did last year prior to the trade deadline. We are, when everybody brings something to the table and plays the way that our coaching staff wants us to play, we can play with anybody. And, you talk about our core. When veteran guys like Joe and Patty and Danny encourage and support guys like Pav and Logan and Burnsy and Marc-Edouard Vlasic and Justin Braun and Matty Irwin to not only take on more roles and accepting that everybody has to bring leadership, it makes you a better hockey team. And that's how we look at it. They like to see our younger players step up and do well, and that is a sign of a good team.